going on YouTube? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my real experience with paranormal activity. And before I filmed this video, just a few moments ago I was doing some research to see if I could piece together some of the things that I've saw, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of adding up in a little bit of a way. It's kind of creepy. I want to know what you guys think. I don't really know too much about what I saw until I'm forming these opinions based off of what I just looked up, and I don't know what's true, what could be speculated, anything like that. I will say that before I experienced this, I had never seen anything like it before. I never saw any type of video online that was like a hoax or anything that would lead me to believe that things like this would happen, nor did I ever suspect the place that I'm talking about to be a place that would have anything crazy like that happen. So, I will say I actually have two instances of something happening at this location, and I'm going to add some pictures in this just like I did with the random nodding story. However, I actually do have some from my own personal Snapchat because this was a place that I like to go a lot. It's a really pretty place, regardless of what I'm about to tell you. This place is a nice place to go fishing if you're into fishing. I don't even fish. I just go out there to look, take pictures. There's actually a picture, if not more than one, on my Instagram of me at the place that I'm about to talk about. I've been there so many times. So the location that I'm talking about today that I experienced these things is this little park. Local people around the area call it the O. It's something even a lot of locals wouldn't know to call it, but to be more specific, it's this little park that is directly beside Wilson Dam Bridge in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. So it's basically just a circle, and I'm gonna add pictures so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, but it's a dead end and it's just a circle that you can kind of like drive around, and there's parking spots, and you can park. There's like a bench that you can sit on. Like the circle is like road, and then there's like sidewalk around part of it that has a bench, and it's like the lookout place, Wilson Dam. It's like facts about the dam and things like that. And then there's a spot where you can walk down to this little pier that they have built out there. And it's not very big at all. It's a rather small pier, and a lot of people go there to go fishing off of it. It's a public place, just not a lot of people know about it, so it's not super crowded really ever. But it's just a neat little place you can go if you want to. That's why I know about the place so much, whatever. Say what you want. Okay, so for me to describe what happened, I have to take it back, because when I experienced this, it made me realize, oh, this happened before. Because I had something happen there before, and I didn't really think much of it. I didn't think that it was anything, and I made a TikTok about it just to see if anyone could tell me anything, but that was like that would have been like 2020 at the time, so I don't know. The sound got removed. I ended up deleting the video. I'm sure I still have the picture. I could probably find somewhere. I will try if I found it. It's included here in just a second. But the experience that I had the first time would have been in 2020. And I was just out there at night with some friends. We were just sitting out there, and a lot of people were talking about, oh, tonight is the blood moon, where it's like the moon turns red and it looks really cool. So the spot that I'm sitting at, we're just sitting on a fishing pier, and there's a couple rocks that kind of make just a nice little chair. I mean, it's not really a chair, but I'm sitting on the rocks. So the way I'm looking at the moon, I'm sitting here, and the moon's directly to my right. And in front of me is just water. It's just straight up the river, the Tennessee River. So I'm looking at the moon, and it's pretty cool. It's red. I forget why that happens or what that's supposed to stand for or anything like that. I mean, I just thought it looked cool, so I took a picture of it. And it wasn't until I got home that night that I looked closer at the picture that I took, because someone, like, I posted it on my Snapchat story, like, at the time, just as it was, just the picture of the moon. And again, I was saying, if I could find it, it's going to be right here. You'll be seeing it. I didn't notice much about it. But then I looked later on, because people were sliding up telling me this. You can see the reflection of the moon on the water. There's a little red spot that you can see where it's reflecting. But to the left of the reflection of the moon in the picture, you could see someone's face. And I don't know for sure if it was someone's face, you know. I mean, it couldn't have been someone's face because there's no one out on the water. It's dark. There's no one there with me except for someone that wasn't in the picture. So there's no explanation as far as another person that could have been. But just looking at the picture, I couldn't seem to put together any kind of reason for this appearing. I'm like, the reflection of the moon is here, so it can't be anything else there. There's no trees, there's no real stars out. There's just absolutely nothing out there that could be reflecting to make this look like this. And again, if I did add the picture in here, you guys can see it, and you'll see, maybe someone can tell me what that is. That's a little more explainable than the other thing that I'm going to tell you. But yeah, there's that. So that happened in 2020. It could have been 2021, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure which year, but I just know it was like around fall. And I don't know. I didn't think that much of it. You know, it didn't freak me out or anything, because I'm just thinking, like, yeah, you know, it could be anything, right? But here's when I started to question the place. So I fast forward to 2022. And I know this is 2022. This is February of 2022. I remember it very clear. I still think about it a lot sometimes, just wondering what that could have been. And I was working a job at City Trends at the time. If you don't know, that's like a retail store that just sell clothes. A lot of like rebrands of like Rockstar Original, or it's not important. It's a clothing store. It's a retail store. And I was about to get off work. I was working late. Well, not late, but I got off at like 8. And it's February, so you know it's dark for a while, so it feels later than it actually is. And someone texts me. I'm not going to mention who, just for the sake of the story. The other one I just forgot, but just I'm not going to get involved with this. But they are involved in the story, just not mentioning it. But they text me and they said, you want to go get McDonald's and go eat it over there after you get off of work. So I'm thinking, like, hell yeah. Like, absolutely. That sounds fantastic. Because if you know me, I absolutely love McDonald's. I go to McDonald's, I get 10-piece nugget, sweet and sour sauce. I get the medium fry. Actually, that's not true. I get the large fry. I get 3 chocolate chip cookies. Bro, I clear all of it. Not to mention a large Dr. Pepper. Bro, if you ask me to go to McDonald's, I'm going to say yes every time. I just love McDonald's. So that's what I was asked to do, and we got it, and we went there, and it's cold. You know, it's February. So we pull up at the place. At the time, I didn't have this place. I didn't have anywhere that I could really hang out with people outside of my parents' house. So I just wasn't doing that a lot. So we go pull up at this place. It's night. It's cool. We're looking at the stars. It's nice. Eating my dinner. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's is absolutely smacking. But we're sitting in the car in the park, like one of the parking spaces. There's nobody else there. Just chilling, listening to music, you know. McDonald's is a vibe. And then a minivan pulls up. It's like a Honda Odyssey, I don't know, 2000s maybe, something like that. I don't know for sure if it's a Honda Odyssey. It's just, to me, that's like a soccer mom van basically pulls up. But they don't have any tinted windows or anything like that. So when I tell you I can see exactly what's in the car, I can see exactly what's in the car. So they pull up. It's 2 girls that are sitting in the front seat and the passenger seat. And they pull up just a couple spots over, and I could see them pull up, and they get out of the car. I'm thinking like, oh, you know, like they're just going down there to check out the pier, maybe take some pictures. You know, it's just a cool little spot. Like a lot of younger people go there. It's not popular between older people, but younger people will just go there. But yeah, so they do that. They get out of the car. They're the only two people there. It's just them in the van. You can see completely through the van. It's just them. Just them. Okay. So they go down there, and they're gone for, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm watching the whole time, because sometimes people in small towns, they like to try to be like, oh, you're doing this, da da da. I'm watching them the whole time, because I'm just trying to make sure, you know, maybe it's, I don't want somebody to try to break into my car. I don't want, you know, I don't want anything to happen. I'm monitoring the situation. That's just me. I'm always looking. And so I look back over to their car, and in the front seat, but not in either seat really, it's more so in between the front seat and the driver's seat. I couldn't tell exactly what it is, but the best way that I know how to describe this is the scary Michael Jackson image. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It was wearing like white, there's not much else that I could use to describe it. But I see this like figure, it's sitting in their car, and it's doing this. Well, really, we're on the side, so it's more like a, and I'm just like wondering like, well, what is that? So I go to point it out, and you know, I'm thinking like, am I tripping? Am I seeing something? I go to point it out to who I'm with. I'm like, yo, like, what is that? And they're like freaked out, by the way, and they were just like, I wasn't gonna say anything. I didn't know if my head was just making stuff up. So it's definitely there. Whatever it is, definitely there. And the person I'm with, they freak out. They want to get out of there. We'd already finished eating the McDonald's at this point, so it just made sense. So we put the car in reverse to back out of the spot. I didn't exactly want to. I'm not the type of person that's scared of these kinds of things. I kind of want to investigate, know a little more. I still, to this day, want to know more. But we put the car in reverse, back up, car dies, straight up dies. And I'm still eyes locked on the figure. It's not moving. But the person I was with, they were freaking out, like, because the car died, like, what's going on? Like, what do we do? But just kept pressing the start to stop button, and eventually it started again, and figure never moved. Mind you, I'm not just creating things in the front seat of that car, because when they got out of the car and they went down there, that was 100% not there. And no, it was not a dog. There was no pets. There was no other people. There was nothing else in the van except for the two girls in the front two seats. So, but yeah, we got the car started, and we back out and got out of there, and that was it. They're freaking out. I'm just like curious. I'm just left like shocked to this day. I remember going home that night and looking up stuff about that place to see what was going on. I asked around a couple people, and I had been told that there was a rumor of a girl that was wearing white. Now, mind you, this place that we're talking about, it's a circle. I just heard a weird noise. Anyways, it's a circle, and the van is just sitting right here in the parking spot, but to the left of the van is a tree, a big tree. And that's the supposed tree that these people were telling me that this happened at. Now, I'd never heard that before. I didn't know what they were talking about. I do know it's right beside a dam, so I did know that there were people that had died there. But it wasn't until just a few minutes ago that I looked up stuff, just getting prepared to talk about this video, that there's some stuff that might be true. And I say that, yo, I'm hearing mad noises right now, and it's like something doesn't want me to tell the story. Yo, that's crazy. It's the middle of the day, 7 o'clock, the sun's out. I don't know. Anyways, so I look up this information just a few minutes ago, and I was trying to go through and figure out what's real, what's fake, what's rumors and speculation. So as of what is confirmed, there is at least one that was confirmed from the dam being closed and someone driving full speed into it, and just that's it. I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if they didn't know the dam was closed, or if it was. I mean, I'm not here to make assumptions, but I'm just stating what I read. I also read that there was a 12-year-old girl that was found in the drainage pipe, and I think this happened back in 2012, maybe 2013. And when I say drainage pipe, circle, our car, van, tree, hill, what does the hill have in it? Drainage pipe. So I'm starting to see kind of how these things could be adding up in a bit of a way. I kept scrolling. I looked further and further. I saw where I believe it was 2019, that there was rumors online of a girl wearing white that had been there. So not in bold print, not just straight up in your face, but from what people are saying about it and what evidence people had, that was, I can't say confirmed to be true, but it's true. So knowing that information kind of freaks me out about the place. And mind you, apart from these two experiences that I've just speaked about, there's been, I don't know, probably 20, 25, maybe even 30 times that I've been to this place and never noticed anything. Sometimes they're in the day, sometimes at night. However, both of these things did happen at night. And another thing that I would say that is a little suspicious regarding the first thing, being the picture, there was a man that was found, but in the water, like an unrecognizable body near the dam. That was, you get the point. But so that could potentially explain the face. I'm not one, when it comes to paranormal things, to just jump to conclusion and go, oh, this is this and that's that and this works out because of that. I want to know the actual story. I want to know what happened. I want to know if it's real. I want to go to the places and just straight up see everything. That stuff doesn't scare me. I'm straight up, I'm just sharing my experience. So I'm not trying to say this is 100%, this is what it is, this is that. I'm just telling you what I saw and basing the research that I just did to see if anything makes sense. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of said situation, considering the figure in the van was white, super pale, and like that. It looked like Smile, like the movie Smile. That wasn't even out yet at the time. But I don't know what to make of it. I would like to hear you guys' thoughts, if anyone knows about the area, if anyone has anything that they'd like to add. If anyone could tell me that I'm imagining things, that's cool too. I want to know the truth. I'm not here to gain some sort of attention by just acting like, ooh, this is my scary story. Like, I'm just wanting to share an experience, because this is, I don't know, this type of stuff I find interesting. So I figure if I do, then someone else will too. So feel free to let me know what you guys think. I've got plenty of other story times that I could get into. So if you guys would like a story time on any specific topic, please feel free to let me know in the comments as well, and I'll get to that. But so that's it. There you have it. That is my experience seeing something paranormal.